So, in this review, I watched all of season 4 of Stranger Things, and I found it really strange. Um, what I found strange about it, you may ask? I found it strange that these white people survived because they're facing extraterrestrial beings from another dimension. Um, they're finding ways to figure stuff out on the fly while being scared as hell. And another thing that I really found strange was that where they get all these frequent flyer miles. The mom was working as um, a scammer pretty much. She was working the telephones, the people that call your phones. She was doing that back in the 80s. So she's a pioneer in that. But on the fly, she gets a Russian doll with a scripted message, hits up the buddy with the beard, and figures out Buddy is over there in Russia. Somehow she gets to Alaska just on the fly. Now, I ain't judging nobody's financial status, but they moved to California from Indiana, I believe, and they ain't look like they was just doing great financially. Jonathan is a weed smoker now. I think he work at the pizza place too. I can't remember that far, but yeah. So I'm wondering, first off, how she just pick up and just leave her kids and go fly to Alaska, then to Russia. Like, where's she getting all these freaking flyer miles? And then Buddy with the beard, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit just to stay on his storyline. Where he learned karate with kids, but now he whooping soldiers' asses like it's nothing. That don't make any type of sense to me, like whatsoever. Buddy don't look like he got hands at all, and now he just kung fu Huey, whatever his name was, Kung Fu Fooey, the dog. Yeah, Buddy just started beating up everybody, and then my guy's over there in Russia, and somehow he just keep escaping death. He gets with a guard that befriends an American out of nowhere, and yeah, they out here surviving against aliens. Now he knows how to defeat them. Props to him for knowing that, but how he managed to survive these things for 4 seasons is amazing to me, because now he's in shape. The first 3 seasons he was fat as hell. I would have really thought he would have died then, but now he's in shape and he already got the IQ. I'm gonna give him that. I'm gonna chalk that up. That's muscle memory. But now with the kids, Jonathan, like I said, is a weed smoker, and he has now traveled, him, his brother, and Mike, and the other weed smoker are driving across country. They don't even know where. How they know how to read a map with logistics like that, with the degrees and stuff, I don't know. They smoke a hell of a lot of weed, and somehow everything just falls in their lap. It don't make any sense to me whatsoever. And now mind you, I'm sounding like I don't like the show. I love the show, because I haven't got to Vecna, but I'm just talking about all these other stuff. And yeah, they found 11 out of nowhere, in the middle of nowhere, literally, not knowing where they're going. And yeah, and it's clear that Will is in love with Mike. That little meme where he's crying outside, like looking out the window, is hilarious to me. But yeah, yeah, I don't get how these writers just made it to where it made sense for these people to be driving around like they kids. First of all, 11 should have been in jail when she hit that kid with that skate. That is insane. Like, she did that in front of everybody and nobody batted an eye. Like, man, this show just amazes me how much white people get away with stuff. My guy, the only black kid besides his sister, and he's playing basketball now. Hey, shout out to him. Backstory for his number: he chose the number 8 to represent Kobe. That's what's up. His whole team is racist as hell, and they're out to get a Hellfire Club. My guy Eddie, and they get the whole town to do pitchforks. They was the pitchfork crew the whole season. I didn't like when old buddy put his hands on the little black girl and was putting her down. If you could tell, I'm just going through this stuff like in all kinds of order. I'm not going through it chronologically because there's no point. None of this stuff makes sense. This whole thing is called Stranger Things because this show is strange as hell. Like these white kids went around. Well, I guess it makes sense. They're in Indiana and they pinning down black kids, and okay, that makes sense. Now, Vecna scared the hell out of me when he had the little girl in the cemetery up in the sky. I was about to cry because I thought she was a gunner, and then when it happened inside the attic, I really got sad. But it made me happy because the leader of the pitchfork crew got sawed in half, and nobody batted an eye. Like, everybody looking for Eddie still, but this kid really died and nobody cared. And I said there was only 2 black kids. The other black kid got killed with Vecna. So the 3 black kids, only 2 survived. What else? Yeah, this Stranger Things was, like I said, it was very strange in more ways than one. How they travel like that. Shit, how they made it back from Russia. I would rate this probably a 7 out of 10. I'm intrigued for season 5 because I want to see how they gonna put all this together. But yeah, it was very strange, but I liked it. But it was very strange how they put everything together because we knew the family went to California and somehow they made it back to Indiana, which is backwards as hell. This has been Ksea of the Poor Horseman. It's my review of Stranger Things.